Hello and welcome to Podcast with Pooja. Today we are joined by a passionate educator and an experienced administrator who was appointed as the youngest principal of one of the largest networks of schools in India. She has brought transformational reforms in the schools she has managed. Her unique leadership style, inspired by positive energy and unflinching commitment to improve the quality of education by continuously improving the quality of educators or teachers, has always produced positive results. A recipient of UNO Rajiv Gandhi Award, Lawn Tennis State Championship and Indian Achievers 50 Under 50, she also contributed to CBSE's Handbook of 21st Century Life Skills and Joyful Learning. Welcoming a passionate educationist and a thought leader, Dr. Heena Rachh. Dr. Heena, it's an honor to have you on my podcast show.
Thank you, Pooja. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And thank you so much. Pleasure is all mine to be here.
I'm sure, like me, even my listeners are equally excited to hear from you. So without further ado, let's get started. Dr. Heena, the 21st century is a time of rapid change and innovation. The skills that were important for success in the 20th century are not necessarily the same skills that will be important in the 21st century. And therefore, in order to be successful in this 21st century, individuals need to develop a certain set of skill sets. So what, according to you, are the important 21st century skills, and how can schools help students develop these and be innovative?
Thank you for the question. And though we may call it 21st century skills, you would agree, Pooja, that these skills were there since ages. I call it fondly Gurukula to Google and back, like communication and collaboration were integral to the lives in Gurukula. And so was personalized learning through vocational training that was imparted in Gurukula. So yes, need for enhancing these skills of 4Cs and the like in this century is imperative. When we talk of schools, I would refer to my experiences of Middle East, be it Bahrain, be it Abu Dhabi, be it Dubai. So almost all schools in UAE are proactive in skills through various scholastic and non-scholastic activities like subject clubs, photography clubs, astronomy clubs, culinary labs, apart from the regular dance and music clubs, not to mention the mandatory STEAM labs. We make them basically ready to live and work anywhere in the world. Resilience and empathy help them. So emotional quotient is what is very important.
A culture of innovation in schools encourages students to take risks and try new things. Dr. Heena, can you share a few examples of how you created a culture of innovation by giving students the freedom to experiment with new ideas and work on projects them out of their comfort zone?
Yeah, wonderful. So basically hands-on learning is the key. So we have a culture of flipped classrooms and learning through case studies. So, we have Kaizen clubs for students and staff as well, where problem solving is done through brainstorming. And this brainstorming is basically taken up through circle time and quality circle. So problems are identified while brainstorming, and through design thinking, the steps like empathizing, defining, ideating, prototyping, and testing. So the most creative solution is arrived at using design thinking. And the best part is that we have introduced class-wise ideation wall. So there is a poser in every class according to their age group, and our entire throughout the week, children post their ideas on the stage. So the most creative idea is awarded. This way, we have an ideation bank where not a single idea goes waste. Every child's idea is tapped, and children learn to ideate and arrive at the solution on their own. So self-direction and self-motivation are the goals.
Innovation is the ability to create new things or find new ways to do things. And one of the ways students learn how to be innovative is by learning STEM. So can you share a few examples of how STEM innovation can be introduced and used very well in schools?
Sure, Pooja. Now that it is STEAM with art added, there are a lot of activities in the STEAM lab. Like there is, we have maker space. So these zones have raw materials, kits, and other objects to design, create, and prototype their own parts. Then there is the space for robotics, where exposure to force, motion, mechanics, programming, team building, project critical thinking, and logical analysis all are clubbed over there. Then we have a space in the STEAM lab for space exploration and coding, as you said, and entrepreneurship, where we have boot camps are conducted, and of course AI, which you can't escape. So we introduce drones as real world application, like coding to flying, or teaching students graphic programming based on Scratch. Just drag and drop different command blocks to create a series of action for air block. Or so each level of coding will be a higher level, starting from the beginner code to more advanced code. So a lot of things happen in schooling.
Dr. Heena, how can schools effectively leverage innovative technology practices to enhance teaching and learning outcomes in education?
Finally, it is ready for facing the real world. Life skills play a major role, and we introduce as a subject where children learn from sewing to financial literacy. The radio station, which builds communication skills, Toastmasters Club, Gavel Club. So, and we initiated AI integrated lesson plan. In fact, when we contributed to the CBSE Joyful Learning, our contribution over there, where we in fact initiated this AI integrated lesson plan. We created in the school learning spaces where there is free flow of ideas and freedom to create and innovate. So school has to be a happy place and happy space for children. So we start from the educators, like happy classrooms that create happy classrooms. So in fact, you must be aware that UAE ministry has and has got a minister also for happiness and a ministry for happiness.
Yes.
So we ensure that students understand their role and responsibility as a contributor to the society in a sustainable way.
Today, if I speak about AI's role in education, it's revolutionizing the way we learn as well as we teach, right from student engagement to teaching styles. However, like any new technology, it is not without its challenges. And one challenge that I can think of is ongoing training of educators. So considering the positives and challenges here, what according to you does the future of AI in education look like?
Very interesting. I think both talked about question all over. And of course, we need to accept AI wholeheartedly. From waking up to the alarm and taking you to work through GPS, we have AI all over in our lives. They will have to become part of at all levels in education, from K-12 to university. No more one size fits all. The learning will be customizable, suiting to individual needs of students' aptitude and attitude. This will help eliminate repetition and boredom in the class for high achievers, without overlooking the needs for the low achievers. So the entire curriculum rather will be guided by AI on the core concept and personalized learning. Classrooms will exist, but without walls. Technology will allow multi-collaboration and flipped learning, and time spent in school will be utilized for solving problems and for creating and innovating. But Pooja, as you rightly say, that there, along with any technology or any boon, there will be gain and challenges. So the challenges, as you rightly mentioned, is incorporating AI. The big topmost on my mind is as well, and I echo your feelings about getting teachers trained into, because all may not be ready. Because the generation that the present generation of teachers are the migrants to the technology and not native to the technology, like Gen Z and the Alpha kids are there. So that training is very important. And teachers will need support, which educators all across, it should be provided. Another challenge comes to my mind is the costing of the AI tool. Maybe not all institutes may be able to afford the cost of AI tools. Very important is the ethical concern associated with incorporating AI into the classroom. There are concerns about its impact on privacy, security, and the job market, so that becomes our responsibility all the more to create responsible citizens, because we have heard the talks of chat GPT and children can copy the essays and all. So ethical concern, privacy, because everybody has got two personalities these days. Digital personality is one personality, what you perceive me after seeing whatever I post digitally. So we have to create very, very responsible. That is very.
Thank you so much, Dr. Heena, for your valuable time and for sharing your thoughts with me and my listeners.
Pleasure was all. Thank you.
And to my viewers, please show some love and support by sharing your thoughts and feedback in the comment section below. Thank you.